Hi everyone. So welcome back uh, for a new project. So I have like kept all my dovetail boxes here. So yes, I will be making another dovetail box. I'm I love making those. Like I'm going to come back again and again. So I have kept here like all of the. I mean, I hope these are the all the varieties that I have made in the in the past, not recent past, in the last couple of years. These are like I'll go over those and I will come back to like which one I want to make and why am I making dovetail boxes, because yes, I love making those. They look fancy. I am making those because also like I wanted to gift, like my wife wanted to gift those boxes to a couple of kids, friends, and these would be wonderful gifts for them. And whenever I try to these days, like whenever I try to make one, I try to make at least two, sometimes three, because like it's just a little bit quicker. So I will go over like whatever I have made. I think I had like uploaded the video of the simplest of those. This is the simplest, but still like one of my favorites. And this one I had made using pine. Pine is one of the best, I feel like, for especially for dovetail boxes. Look stunning. These like this contrast of that end grain comes wonderfully well. This is simple because like these are like dovetail joints, like round over lids and all. Yeah, so this is I mean, like I'll go over those. This is one I had posted the video, so I'm showing it first. um, by the way, like dovetail boxes, again, these are like nothing, like these are nothing less than any fine furniture. These are like fine furniture, like we get a good practice, and these are at a miniature scale, so like we learn a lot of things. So that's one. Then in the past, like one of the fancier dovetail boxes is this one that I had made like somewhat during my initial stages, like when I was learning. So this still came out very good. By the way, this is made of oak. Actually, I had got this oak from like one of my neighbors, like next door, like within the community. Like I saw someone like posting that they wanted to dump or throw away like a very old damaged outdoor oak furniture. I saw it is oak, so whatever wood I could salvage out of it, that would be awesome. So I could not salvage much, but still, like whatever I could get, this is still oak and wonderful. And because this was one during one like my initial days, like some of the dovetails, there are like more gaps than now. This side came perfect. This side more gaps and others, but it's still fine. This was definitely complicated because not sure how much of it comes out in the camera. Like these are curved, right? So these are curved, and if you see, like the lid has uh, this kind of a riveted reveal. That's one thing. And you see this has a different lid, so it was like built in like initially like this as a single piece, and then I had to cut this to plain and make it fit. Used a gouge to make this like make that recess for opening and closing. And I had just bought a small chain and attached it here as the stay. And there is a small divider here with like here dados, loose dados. Again, I had used my router plane for that. Just a little fancy one. There are some nail holes here, not sure if it comes up. That's because this is salvaged wood and there were nails actually there. So yeah, and by the way, this the legs, like the fancy ones. So this is one of the fancier dovetail boxes, but this is not something I'm going to make right now, but I could come back to this one. And if anyone wants, just I would be happy to go over these sometime. Then before I work on the actual one, this is one of the dovetail boxes I made like more recently, but I never recorded. Don't go by all the fancy these things. That I just went with tried something fancy here. But bottom line is that this is another type of dovetail box. So the lid is like goes inside. There is a small handle here. The handle, like it's mortise and tenon joint, so everything we want to apply like good like joinery concepts. And the fancy thing I did here was, again, Paul Sellers has videos on that one. So the hinge, so this doesn't have any like a hinge that I directly bought from here. So these are like brass screws. Actually, it's very interesting how we make those. So that's the hinge here, and the lid like completely goes recesses inside, and it's flush on the top. By the way, I used ash and this is padauk for as the combination. I just tried this fancy combination. Trust me, it looked way better, and this contrast looked way better before I applied shellac. What happened was that I realized when I built this that this wood species, padauk, actually it bleeds a lot. Like I think if you are going to contrast it with a lighter grain wood, you have to do some pre-application, like something you have to do. I'm pretty sure there are ways to get rid of the surface oil, seal it, and then apply other finishes. Otherwise, it's going to smudge and bleed over the other thing. So this is supposed to be ash. You can see there is like this wood color has spread into that one. Even this side looks a little bit more like pinkish, but still looks very good. I had made a couple of like exactly similar boxes like made of cherry, but those have been gifted to friends and actually like a couple of other kids. So that's another type. However, the one that I'm going to make right now is this one. Like this is one I had made in the past, but I'm going to make a similar one. Why am I making this one? It's just because like these are so many fancy features that it seems to be the more popular one. Like folks, kids especially, I guess adults too, like the aspects of it. And there are a lot of like fine furniture building aspects that I'm going to learn also. So I have made at least 2 of these like before, and this one again, same like salvaged oak. This side only I had made like ash, but yeah, so that the dovetails contrast don't need to like combine. There is this handle, like, okay, let me go over the dovetail box. So again, the lid seems similar, but as you can see, like there is a little bit of like special feature here. We'll go over that. So it helps with the like maintaining of a very uniform gap here, like after the hinges are applied. So that's where it helps. So that's the lid, and then as you can see, this has 2 sections. Like there is a drawer, small drawer at the bottom, and we have like a special like a handle here which also acts as the stop. That's one thing. The drawers have like half blind dovetails. So we are basically like applying all of the fundamentals here. Like the base has been like is actually like how do I put it, like I put like grooves, and the base drawer base has been applied. So you just like make it bigger, and it's actually a kitchen cabinet drawer. It's like a like any like fine furniture drawer. In fact, like sometimes it is more difficult to work on smaller pieces than the bigger ones because the margin of error is less. So that's the drawer. So it like sits very nicely. Okay, if I take out the drawer, this base is actually like just free floating. It can come out just to show. So here, and yeah, and this also I had like rebated so that I get a little bit of extra depth on the this side. So as you can see, like there are so many like fancy features in this box that kids are going to love it, and it's this seems to be more popular one. So I'm going to build couple of like new ones. So I'm not going to use that like combination of wood or something. At least for now, I'm not thinking that way. I have decided that I will be making 2 of those. So I'll start with the basic like main frame. So this is like cherry. um, Sorry, like if all of my projects, like I tend to go towards cherry because it's wonderful and it's much more affordable than anything else here. But having said that, just thinking that maybe folks may be getting bored, like every project comes with cherry, so I said I will be making two boxes. So first one I will use cherry, the other one I will make purely by ash. So what I have done, I will just show you. This is ½ inch thick, so this will be the back. There was a similar, like actually like a exactly similar piece that was on the front, but I have already like ripped it. The reason being, there will be a drawer, right? So I wanted to make sure that this come out of the same piece, so that the drawer and this one like seem like a single piece, and then the drawer comes out. So that's the idea, but it's not critical. We can use a different wood also. So let me focus my camera a little bit on this one. So that, and so that this is the, so there will be like base, like which I haven't cut yet. This will be the base, and similarly there will be a lid. I haven't yet cut the pieces for the drawer. So once we have the base, this will be like this. These are the sides. So this will be the top, then there will be space for the drawer. I will use this as the drawer front. I have to cut the drawer sides. Those are my pieces, and since I said I will be working on two of those, so another piece I have made using, where are those? I'm trying to find those. I think this may be the one. So this is ash. I actually love ash. This is looks amazing, but I find it tougher to work on these, like compared to cherry, at least, or even oak. Some, I don't know, like they actually dull. They will dull the planes easier than anything else. So I have to make sure that planes are sharp and all. So here is another piece which I have to actually resaw. So that will be, and I already have a couple of pieces for lid and all. So those are the two boxes I will make. Maybe I will record most of the work that I do on ash, just because like I've shown so many projects using cherry, but can't go wrong with this. They look so nice, like the glaze, and they are like wonderful to work with. Nothing wrong with that. The only reason I'm probably going to record the ones that I'm going to build with ash is because it's something different, and yeah. So yes, that's what I'm going to do. I have been working on, like, since a few days. I have not found much time. I have had to organize my shop. Not sure if how much of it comes on the camera. As you can see, like, I have moved my bandsaw to this side. So good thing is that because this is my small area where I am working on my projects, and the only power tool that I use more frequently or like consistently is the bandsaw, and I use it only for resawing really, and ripping sometimes. Like if there is too much of ripping to do, I do that. I don't cut curves on my bandsaw. I like doing it using my coping saw or my file, rasp, plane, those things, spoke shave. Bandsaw is like for mainly for resawing. It has helped me like also save so much on hardwood, because think about it, like if I have a 1 inch thick stock, I needed 3/4 inch. If I was completely doing by hand, like thicknessing by hand, I will probably use a scrub plane, remove that 1/4 inch thickness and bring it down. With bandsaw, it has a thin, like a curve, so I can resaw it. The 1/4 inch thick wood still remains, it's hardwood, and I can use it for some other project. Disadvantage is that I have too many of those left over, and if I don't throw it, then my shop is all like filled with too much of junk in a way. So that's about it, and I don't want to take chance with dealing with the dust or the harmful effects of dust. So even if I have just virtually a single power tool, I do have a thickness planer also, which I rarely use because I like doing it by hand. I use a dust collection system, wall mounted. I put a filter there. It could be overkill, but it's definitely, if you are thinking about like being careful, having a good dust collector uh, is a must. I mean, no compromise on the health. If someone works like mostly with power tools, then probably you need much better thing, like even higher quality with HEPA filters and all. By the way, this filter is also almost HEPA grade, I believe, because I have used that. So yeah, I'm like I have set it up like this is a different brand. Now I'm going into my power tool setup, but sorry, power tool setup. But since I've started talking about it, let me go over it. So this is like the cyclone system that separates out the bulk of the waste. So this is the Oneida air systems. The other one is from Rockler. Yeah, the bandsaw that I have is a Rikon 14-inch bandsaw. Is it coming on the camera? Yeah, I guess it is coming. So yeah, Rikon 14-inch bandsaw. I mean, I don't have any specific choice of a bandsaw. This is such a simple tool. Like there is no complex engineering behind that. That anything will basically work. Yes, there will be like if you spend more, there will be bells and whistles and safety features. Like if one can spend, like it's always good. But this is a very basic thing that still gives me very good results, and I'm happy with it. And I got it, I think, during the last or the year before that on a Black Friday. I got a discount. So this one, I was also looking at a Laguna, I believe. So Jet, Laguna, they are all good. Like whatever works, like whatever is in your budget, that's good. So yeah, so I moved everything on this side. The main reason being actually not the, it helps me with my video recording. I mean, I hope. But the main reason is that you can see there used to be a bike that used to be hung there. I've sold that. So I have couple of like e-bikes. I mean, we use that as like cargo e-bikes for dropping kid to school and so on. So those bikes are parked on the other side where the bandsaw and this was there. So there is no real space there now. So I had to bring everything here for space management. I hope it doesn't hinder my work, hand tool work, but that's what I can do. I have very limited space. Ideally, I should be selling off my planer and the table saw. I never touch it, but I just have kept it. Who knows, like someday I will be doing it for business and I may need to do it deliver more products quickly. Because if I do it by hand, even a box, I will take 7 days. I cannot sustain that really. I will love to do that, and I don't like as nearly as much working with a table saw. And I have no concerns if my kid walks in, my 6-year-old walks into the garage and I'm working with my hand tools, and if he asks that, okay, I want to use this, I would actually love that. But if I'm working with table saw and all the power tools, I will be so much concerned. I don't even want him to get into that until he grows up, like if he wants to. It's so much dangerous. Like, yes, I mean, there are good aspects of that. And so I'm still keeping it. You never know, like when I have to go back to that. I build a lot of jigs around that and all. With due respect to people who work with power tools, but I feel like skill-wise, like it's mostly safety one has to worry about than skill. So it's you build jigs and all, and it will be so much easier to do. But hand tools, there I feel like there is a lot of skill involved. So all the blabbering on power tools and hand tools there, nothing like for or against people who use mostly power tools. It's a reason for that. It's the industrial revolution and all. But I am here for mostly for hand tool woodworking right now. That's my passion. You will see like what holds in future, and even in future, if I do it for a business, if there is someone who really appreciates hand tool work and willing to spend more, I would love to build completely by hand something for the person, and even show the recording. Like obviously they would see it on YouTube as a proof of concept and all. So yeah, that's about it. So I'll be working on my my stock. I have been spending like quite a bit of time on like all of these things have, like, other than the resawing aspect, everything has been done by hand. And thicknessing and all by hand. So I will work on that same. Once I am ready, I will come back to my garage and we'll go through the project. I have been a little bit slow right now in recording or like working on the project because I have been busy with some other stuff, my work life and all. It's getting very hectic. uh, there are challenges on the other thing. That's where I we earn our bread. So I have to spend more time there. This is my passion, but that's something I have to do. And yeah, I mean, just been getting busy, but I hope I can give more time on this one. Sometimes I come late in the night at like 11 or 12, work for 1 or 2 hours on this one, and then go to bed. So you can realize like it's not the easiest, but I do it because I like. So yeah, we'll get back and we'll go over the project. And I would love to upload my first episode as soon as possible. This is the introduction. There will be the first episode on the actual work. See you then.